Winter Last Princess. Story. The midday bell rings, marking my break, just as my sister Leora comes running toward me, nearly tripping in her oversized cloak. She catches her breath, her cheeks flushed with excitement. "Have you heard the news?" she asks, her voice almost a whisper. "What news?" I ask, glancing at her and noticing a small brown and white messenger owl perched on her shoulder, carrying a scroll in its beak. "The prince is dead," she exclaims, eyes wide with urgency. I blink, not sure I heard her right. Wait. What?" She nods eagerly, her grip on the scroll tightening. "The prince is dead." "When? And how do you know?" She pulls the scroll closer, away from my reach, her face slightly paling. It stings a little. She still doesn't fully trust me, even after all these years. My gift of silent shadows has made everyone wary. Leora knows it's not something I control, but I suppose fear still lingers. But there are more pressing matters to consider if what she says is true. "So, does that mean the war is over?" Leora shrugs. "As much as there was still a war," she says, but her expression confirms it. The war that dragged on for 40 years is now officially over, with the prince and #39's demise. I exhale slowly, allowing the weight of the news to settle. Strange how something that once felt world-changing now feels so muted. "Does anyone else know?" "Not exactly." She blushes a little. "I might have intercepted the scroll." I shake my head, fighting a smile. "You know that's a crime, right?" She waves off my concern. "Well, yes, but do you realize what this means? That the war is officially over?" "Yes, obviously. But you know what else it means?" I give her a blank look. "What?" She grins mischievously. "You're going to have to face the princess now." It takes a few days before anything actually comes of Leora's words. Soon after, my commanders call me into a quiet meeting and officially confirm the prince's death. He fell by the cliffs in the North Mountains, and his remaining supporters have dispersed, fleeing into hiding. They gather the people to declare our Lord Count Rhys as king, crowned by thundering cheers. After the celebrations, Count Rhys's daughter, now officially Princess Myra, approaches me with a quiet determination. "Elias," she says softly. "Princess Myra," I reply, bowing deeply with a flourish. She laughs, a sound that is light yet commanding. "Stop that. Everything feels strange." "Now that the war is finally over," she murmurs, adjusting her intricate braided hair that threatens to unravel from the night in #39's festivities. I tuck my unkempt hair behind my ear, aware of how I look next to her. "Yeah, but you're officially a princess now, not just the count's daughter." "That's huge," I point out, and she smiles slightly, her gaze growing more intense. Her dark eyes, so piercing they were once rumored to reveal secrets, lock onto mine. Her gift of winter breath has always been somewhat unsettling, filling the air around her with a chill that makes my cheeks flush even in winter's dead cold. "There's the matter of the former princess." I nod, waiting for her to continue. "We need you to carry out an execution," she says hesitantly, a look of regret flashing in her eyes. "At dawn." My brother, Etan, wakes me up before dawn, hours before I need to be awake. "Why are you up so early?" I grumble. "Still half asleep." "Work in the stables," he replies, pulling on his coat. "Think you'll see her today?" I shrug, adjusting my dark cloak, the official garment of the kingdom and #39's executioner. "After the execution," I say, trying to ignore the twist in my gut. "She asked me to join them for breakfast." Etan raises an eyebrow. "Just the two of you?" "No, the whole family." "It's not a date," I mutter, though the hope flickers quietly in my mind. "Anyway, I'd better get going." The snow crunches beneath my boots as I walk towards the prison, the cold seeping into my shoes. A guard, Valen, meets me outside and guides me through the winding stone corridors to a secluded cell. He nods curtly before departing, leaving me to face a thick, oaken door. Before I can open it, a voice from within says, "It's unlocked." I push the door open and find an older woman sitting calmly on the edge of a small bed. Her simple gray hair and plain cotton dress seem out of place in this stark room. Her warm smile catches me off guard, and for a moment, I can only manage a simple, "Hello." "Hello," she replies, her voice soft and steady. It's unusual for prisoners not to cry or plead, but she just sits there. Her expression unreadable. "Do you know who I am?" I ask carefully. "You're the royal executioner," she says, standing slowly. "I've been expecting you." I feel an unexpected pang of sympathy. "Are you ready to go?" I ask, extending my hand. She hesitates briefly, then takes it, allowing me to lead her through the dimly lit corridors. The snow-covered garden is quiet as we arrive, the sky just beginning to lighten with the first hints of dawn. Princess Talia gazes out over the white landscape, her breath visible in the crisp morning air. This is beautiful," she whispers, her voice full of wonder. "I'm sorry it's winter," I say, feeling a strange need to apologize. "If the war had ended in summer, you would have seen the flowers." She shakes her head, her eyes shining. "This is perfect. I've never seen winter, never seen snow. I've waited my entire life for a moment like this." We stand in silence, watching the sky turn shades of pink and purple as the sun begins to rise. Talia's gaze never leaves the horizon, her face softened by awe and a bittersweet peace. After a long moment, she turns to me, her eyes filled with tears. "Thank you," she says simply, as if I've given her a priceless gift. "Thank you for this." In the end, her passing is gentle, and the quiet garden feels sacred, touched by the purity of the snow and the quiet strength of dawn. When I join Princess Myra later, her smile fades when she sees my expression. "Was it difficult?" she asks gently. I nod, glancing back at the garden, where the winter morning is now fully bright, the snow sparkling under the sun. "I suppose it was," I admit, my voice hushed. A small smile touches her lips as she reaches out and takes my hand. "Let's take a walk," she says. "I think today we should enjoy the beauty around us. Winter doesn't come often, after all." And as we walk hand in hand through the snow, I feel as though I'm seeing winter, and her, for the very first time.